If you guys can see, but my hand can definitely sense that dent, and that's a bit of a bother. Okay. Timken, fantastic.
They are only using Timken.
Okay, lovely. So there's Timken bearings that they have in stock. The part number is 30205, universal car wheel bearings. These are wheel bearings that are universal, fit for a whole lot of motorcycles and cars. So yeah, top and bottom bearings. What is the steering? Timken. Swapping out both the top and the bottom. That's a damage. Sensible thing to do is to swap it both when you have done so much. This is not exactly a very healthy thing to start hitting the T-stem or the collar with an extension tool and a hammer, but then that's the easiest and the quickest way to go about doing things. There are compression tools which you can use to pull out the bearings, but that's a tool. Puller okay. So that's a special tool that you can use, but then again, this is the easiest way, and these guys would have done it on hundreds and hundreds of motorcycles by now. Not the end of the world to do it yourself, but then again, just be a little careful and a little mindful before you start doing it. The dust seal cap cleaned. Timken bearings going on. Bottom cap, top cap. ഇതിൻ്റെ ഗേജ് കൂടുതലാണ് അതിനായിട്ടുള്ളൂ. സെയിം ആണ്.
ഇതിപ്പോ ഇത് മാത്രമല്ല മാറ്റിയിട്ടില്ലേ? ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ആണോ? ആക്സിഡന്റ് ആയപ്പോൾ ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം
മാറ്റി, അതിന് ശേഷം തരം മാറ്റി. ഞാൻ അഴിച്ച് ഗ്രീസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന പരിപാടിയേ ഉള്ളൂ. വൃത്തിയാക്കും, ഗ്രീസ് അടിച്ച് വരും. Dust seal, water seal going on at the bottom, and then the new bearing and a special die tool so that you make it sit. Of course you can heat it up a bit, but they have experience, so can get butter smooth. Dust seal, yeah, jammed. It's like, so these guys have a Maxol synthetic grease. Drive chain, open gears, hoist, winches, pulleys. Fantastic. Load it up with synthetic grease first. This is very good treatment for the bearings. Otherwise, it's a big task to shove in grease. And here you go. Waterproof grease. Expensive material. ഞങ്ങളുടെ SKF grease. ഇവരുടെ ഈ grease തന്നെ ഉണ്ട്. ഒരു അര ലിറ്റർ പാക്ക് ഉണ്ട്. അതല്ലാതെ ടിംകൻ്റെ ഗ്രീസ് ഉണ്ട്. ടിംകൻ്റെ
ഗ്രീസാണ്. ഇത് വന്നിട്ട് സിംഗിൾ യൂസ് ഗ്രീസ്, അതായത് ക്ലോസ്ഡ് സർഫേസ്. വലിയ മെഷീനറീസ് വന്നിട്ട് ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് ഓപ്പൺ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല എന്നുള്ള മെഷീനറീസ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഗ്രീസാണ്.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ
10 years 20 years ആ മെഷീൻ അങ്ങനെ തന്നെ. സോ അതിന് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഗ്രീസാണ്.
Kind of coarse, not the usual waterproof grease, but yeah. So what Basil says is this is a closed surface grease. That is, once you load it with grease, that should be the end of it. You don't have to necessarily open it multiple times and clean and degrease and re-grease again. So longevity, that's the only thing in mind. Well, this is my SKF grease that you guys get to see. What I do is I just pack the bearings with grease and then ഞാൻ മൊത്തം വാഷ് ചെയ്തെടുക്കും. And then I pack it with grease and then I apply.
വാഷ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് കുഴപ്പമില്ല, ഒരു തുള്ളി പോലും വെള്ളം ഉണ്ടാവാൻ പാടില്ല.
അതന്നെ ദാറ്റ്സ് ദ തിങ്. ഹീറ്റ് ഗൺ കൊണ്ട് ഡ്രൈ ചെയ്യും, പക്ഷേ ഒരു 2-3 മണിക്കൂറിനകത്ത് തിരിച്ച് കയറ്റണമല്ലേ, അതുകൊണ്ട് വെള്ളം എന്തായാലും അകത്തുണ്ടാവും. Packing it with the waterproof grease. Packed with grease. If you guys can see this is very different from the usual way of greasing. He has kind of just packed it. With experience, he knows how much. Oh, fantastic. So this is complete closure. No way water can get into it. And that comes from experience. If I were to do it, I wouldn't have done it like that. I would have just gotten done with, kind of applying more grease than required. But he knows from experience how much is how good, and he's keeping it to that, just that. Yep, going in. Adjuster on. So that would be hand tight. Okay.
This is the normal height and everything.
No. Okay, so that he says is supposed to be hand tight. If that is hand tight, that is all your strength. Okay, hold on to the nut and then adjust with your mud guard. Use this to tighten, but hold on to the nut and kind of get it to seat with nothing but your arm power. The other fork, quite important. We haven't touched the oil seals on this one. So that is Mohan. Yeah, that is Mohan, who has helped me out with the whole of it. He kind of guided me from the beginning and he made me work on the motorcycle. And thanks to Mohan, we have a wonderful bike up and running, ready to hit the trails again. And thanks to Basil for always being there and helping me out with things almost on a regular basis. I consult him and he's always been there to help me out. Absolutely love this machine and will continue to ride this machine for as long as I can. Yep, so that would be it. Ben signing out for now from Kickstart Garage.